What's up, YouTube? I hope everybody had a fun and safe holiday and New Year's, and we're back at it here again. So today we're going to be talking about the 2018 WRX and STI that Subaru just announced, and we'll be going over some of the details and what we know so far. This is the new car. We're going to start off by going over the highlights from Subaru's press site. So they have revised front styling for a more aggressive look. Suspension is optimized for better handling and ride comfort. There's new 19-inch wheels and brake calipers for the STI, along with a revised DCCCD. There's new available Recaro seats, a performance package option for the WRX, new EyeSight driver assist technology safety features, and upgraded interior materials for a quieter cabin. So let's just jump into it. So let's start specifically with the changes with the STI. So right off the bat, we know there's a new front bumper. It looks a little bit wider, maybe a little bit more aggressive, sticks out forward a little more. It has this new black area on the lower grille. It's of course got a new front grille, primary grille as well. It's got new LED headlights, and you'll notice that the fog lights are gone. But if we zoom in, and I'll show you another picture, it looks like that there's a hole here now, which I'm wondering if is brake ducts for cooling. So the headlights have been revised to new LED headlights. Then of course we have the new 19-inch wheels with the 6-pot Brembo brake calipers in the front and 4-pot in the rear in this new neon yellow, which I think it's gonna look so awesome. I'm a sucker for brake calipers, so just these massive calipers in there is gonna look great. The 19-inch wheels, I'm kind of wondering if they may have had to go 19 inches to fit the new brake caliper in there. We obviously won't know till people start getting them in person. But the new wheels look similar to the current wheels on the base model STI, but obviously they kind of have the Y spokes, and it looks good to me from these pictures. All right, so the new brake calipers, here's a closer up shot. You know, we have drilled rotors now. I think this looks absolutely awesome. Great job, a very welcome improvement. So the next thing that we're gonna take a look at is the STI Recaro seats. So they look somewhat similar to the current ones, but the side bolstering looks significantly more aggressive, which is very welcome again. And then of course this little leather insert saying Recaro, but overall the materials look, at least in the images, pretty similar. So moving on to the STI Interior, if we zoom in, we can see several little changes. So there's a gloss piano black shroud around the windows and door locks now. There's piano black lower steering wheel trim, and then piano black dash. It's really, everything's revised to piano black in the car. It even comes down now into the shifter bezel, which now has pads. It looks like leather. It's leather wrapped and padded on both sides, which is awesome. There's a new leather, what looks like the JDM gauge hood with red stitching up top. Of course, a new multi-function display, which now looks roughly twice as large as the outgoing model and has a nice boost gauge here. And it really looks a lot more modern and updated, which I think is awesome. Then we have a new instrument cluster with new colors, which I'll go over a little bit more shortly. But you know, just a bunch of small updates. Also, it looks like the climate control rings now have a black edge. It's kind of hard to tell from this picture, but sort of looks like that to me. So let's go ahead and look at the instrument cluster. So we have that. And then we have, here's a comparison of the current STI instrument cluster and the new one. The new one just, I think the color scheme looks a lot more premium than the old one. And so the old one has red font with white needles. The new one has sort of a red and white scheme throughout it. Again, nothing groundbreaking, but you know, it's a nice improvement. It's welcome. So here's a closer look at that display again. Leather, you got the leather gauge hood, and then you have your boost gauge, which pretty much, I mean, it's a revised design, but you know, it's hard to say what features are going to be included. We only know limited details right now, but it has changed. So that, of course, is what is new for the STI. The DCCCD system, which allows you to control in the STI currently how much power is applied or just how much power is divided between the front and rear wheels, they're saying it is now revised from an electronic and mechanical combination to just an electronic system. So we'll have to see how that fares out. Of course, everyone's a little bit disappointed that there's not a new engine, but you know, with the new DCCCD and the brakes, we'll see how much that improves the overall performance package. So hopefully that's welcome, or hopefully that's a good improvement. So I want to touch on the headlights again. There's new, like I said, there's new headlights, which they're saying that on the STI and the WRX Limited now have a redesigned LED steering responsive headlight unit that helps illuminate curves in nighttime driving for greater versatility. And both the WRX and STI now have the roof rack mounting brackets built in like the last generation. Again, a welcome small improvement. So we'll have to see how good these new headlights are. It sounds like that there could be some cool new tech in it. So now let's move on to specifically what's new for the WRX. Same engine, we have the same transmission, but they said that they have improved the synchros, which my biggest gripe about my 2016 WRX is the transmission shifting feel. And so they've improved that, and they've also improved the clutch take-up. So the clutch engagement should be smoother, along with a better shifting 6-speed. If they did a good job on it, that is really going to just really dial in the WRX to where it should be. And really my only complaint about my WRX was the transmission, so I really hope they fixed it for good. Now they also have revised the electronic power steering, supposedly for better feel. A new option for the WRX this year is the performance package, which is going to get you Recaro seats, the power 8-way Recaro seats, and then also performance brakes. And it also deletes the moonroof. So for, you know, lighter weight, more really kind of the track enthusiast performance person there. So let's take a look here at the new WRX. Of course, it has the same revised front bumper and grille as the STI, but you'll notice that it still retains the turn signal and fog light down here. To my eye, it looks like it has the exact same headlights as before. And of course, it has new wheel design as well. So let's see here. So here it is again, little side profile. I think that the new wheels look awesome. I think it's the best wheel design that has come on specifically on the WRX yet. Especially like throwing on some spacers there if you want a little bit more aggressive look. I think that's gonna look really good. Here's another shot, you know, of the wheels, just kind of the overall package. I think that especially with the lighter colors, with your white, red, the black accent on the center of the bumper is really gonna pop and give it a really nice look, I personally think. So let's go ahead and look at those WRX. So here's the caliper. When you get the performance package, again, it's gonna delete the moonroof, performance brake pads, painted brake calipers, so you'll get these red brake calipers on the WRX, and then the Recaro seats as well. So let's go ahead and see how those Recaros look. So the Recaros, you know, it's hard to say without sitting in them because the bolstering is really it's hard to tell by looking, but like I said, on the side, it looks way more aggressive. The bottom pad looks similar to the old car, so I don't know how much different that is, but you know, I think that again, all these small improvements hopefully add up to a lot in the end. So taking it beyond that, you know, both the WRX and STI have the revised suspension, which is supposed to make it a little better. They have a new Starlink unit, which has a bigger screen and higher definition. I'm really hoping that Subaru worked out the kinks in the Starlink system because the last one was just so bad. The base WRX is now going to come with heated mirrors, which is again very nice. There's a number of interior improvements with like foam-filled windshield header beam, thicker glass, better interior materials, which make the cabin quieter, which should make it, you know, most people prefer a quieter cabin from shielding you from road noise. If you want the EyeSight, it sounds like, according to their language, that it only comes in the WRX Limited. I don't know, we'll have to see when the complete listings come out, but there's a new feature called Vehicle Hold, or AVH. And then also a new EyeSight Assist monitor, which is basically a heads-up display. So your EyeSight features are displayed on the windshield, so you don't have to look down at the instrument cluster. I'm assuming, you know, if it's saying that, you know, there's someone in your blind spot, maybe it's projected on the windshield instead of the mirror now. But it's going to tell you things on the windshield. And then it also gets rid of the driver or the hill start assist, which holds the vehicle for you, kind of holds the brakes on an incline, with this new feature, the AVH, which says now, you know, it's a better feature that now it's not only for inclines, but it can help reduce driver fatigue. They aren't really getting really specific about how it works, but you know, it's supposed to hold your vehicle. I'm assuming that it does, you know, it automatically holds the vehicle for you, and when the car in front of you moves, then it releases it. I don't know. We'll have to see when the rest of the features come out. So really, and then of course there was also some safety improvements for the frontal collision performance, which who doesn't want a safer car? So that's nice that they were able to add that to it. So a couple other side notes, the rear seats now have armrests with cup holders, and there's redesigned interior door grips and faster remote trunk opening. So a few little features that are added. On the WRX Limited, there's also now apparently power lumbar adjustment. I don't have a Limited, so I'm guessing that wasn't a feature till now, but there it is. So in summary, we have a bunch of little improvements with kind of a few more heavy improvements on the STI side, but you know, we were all hoping for more power. That didn't happen. It probably won't happen until whenever they adopt the new Subaru Global platform. But honestly, all in all, I think that this is a pretty comprehensive upgrade package for both cars. I am really excited to see how the STI fares with the new wheels, with the bigger calipers in the revised DCCD. You know, on the WRX, the new transmission feel, that could be really awesome, and I really hope that you know, takes out the complaints from there. And then of course, if you're interested, there's a whole bunch of practical features that were added to the vehicle. So all in all, we won't really know how any of these, especially the performance features, fare out till the press cars start coming out and people start driving them. But you know, I think that they're all welcome improvements, and it should hold both cars over until the big refresh, and whenever that is, 2 to 4 years. And so let me know what you guys think. Should I trade my 2016 WRX in for a 2018 WRX or STI? Should I keep it? What would you guys do? Give me your comments and feedback. Let's create a discussion about this. I'm really interested to what you guys have to say. Like this video, subscribe for more content like this, and we'll talk to you guys soon.